Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will talk about how to grow dragon fruits at home. Dragon fruit, also known as pitaya, is a very unique and exotic looking fruit. With its vibrant color and distinct shape, it definitely stands out. Native to Mexico and South America, dragon fruit is actually a type of cactus, more like a climbing succulent. Both the plant and the fruit have fascinating features. If you are looking for a rare and eye-catching fruit to grow in your home garden, dragon fruit is definitely a great choice. Not only does it look amazing, but it also tastes delicious, sweet with a jelly-like texture. And it's not just a fruit, the flowers are equally stunning. They're large, white, and they bloom at night, making them some of the most beautiful cactus flowers you will ever see. These plants are becoming very popular lately. Despite their exotic appearance, they're surprisingly easy to grow. Everyone loves having something unique in their garden, and growing dragon fruit in pots at home is totally doable. With the right steps, you can grow them successfully in your garden, backyard, or even on a balcony. Dragon fruits love the sun. Being a tropical cacti, they thrive in full sunlight. 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight is ideal. They're quite hardy and can tolerate heat, drought, and humidity. However, if you live in an area where the temperature goes above 40 degrees Celsius, it's a good idea to provide some afternoon shade or use a green net. They can't handle frost, so in colder climates, you will want to grow them in greenhouse or bring them indoors during winter. The best way to start is by getting a plant from a nursery, or even better, growing it from a cutting. I actually grew mine from a small cutting, and I got fruits in just 2 years. Next up is setup. Dragon fruits need support to grow well. They fruit best when the stems can hang down from a height. So you will need to use a pole or build a structure like this. Right now my plant is just barely hanging. I will build a better support soon. If you are short on space, you can even let them hang from a wall or balcony railing like this. One of the most important thing is the potting media. Dragon fruit needs a well-draining soil. For my potting media, I took 50% sandy loamy garden soil, 30% counter compost. You can also use vermicompost and 20% sand. If you want, you can also use a handful of bone and horn meal. A 10 or 12 inch pot will be good for them. You can start them in a smaller pot, then repot them as they get bigger after a year or two. After planting, you should be focusing more on growth rather than fruiting. Establishing a healthy plant is very important. You can feed your plants with a liquid feed every 10 to 12 day gap during the growing seasons. I use a mustard cake solution. Keep feeding them every 2 months gap with a balanced organic feed. You can use compost, bone meal, horn meal, and neem cake powder, or you can use any slow release granular feed that is available to you. At the time of fruiting, try to use a phosphorus and potash based fertilizer for better results. Watering them properly is very important. As cactus plants, they are very drought tolerant, but they will need consistent watering in regular intervals. It is better to check the soil before watering and water only when the soil feels dry. Depending on their need and climate, you can water them 2 to 4 times a week. Always keep in mind not to overwater them at all, and always have a good drainage system. Dragon fruits flower when the stems mature. It might take 2 years to get fruits, so be patient. The flowers bloom at night and they are very big. You can hand pollinate them. Some varieties may need hand pollination. When the fruits develop, they're green, and when they ripe, they become dark red or pink depending on the variety. It takes just 30 days for them to ripen. Harvest them when you see the color gets deep and they feel soft. Your homegrown dragon fruits will taste a lot better than the market ones. Growing these plants in your own garden is very exciting, so definitely grow them. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any queries, post it in the comment section. I will see you next time. Bye.